From the weather team you can trust, here's Chief Meteorologist Eric Snidel.
Deeper and darker clouds. It's a sign of the times around here as wet weather gets ready to push its way on in. We got some rain falling northward over Lake Ontario and then also westward as well. That wall of water is already on approach. Current temperature at the airport down to 64 degrees. Wind out of the west. Still a big number as this cold front is now pushing its way through. Sustained at 24 miles per hour. So here's what we're tracking for the remainder of the week. There's like three big things, if you want to call it that, in the weather department here. Number one is the soaker that we're going to contend with. There's always a range. We cover a wide area of real estate around here. Lowest totals could be closer to maybe ½ an inch. Highest totals will be more like 1.5 inches. The vast majority of you will fall somewhere in between, averaging right around 1 inch of fresh rainfall here before things taper off by tomorrow morning. We've had a lot of conversations about swollen Lake Ontario, and I don't want to discount a lot of the Finger Lakes are still running a little bit high here too. All that water's got to go somewhere, and the forecast does call for some continued water rise of Lake Ontario, not nearly in line with what we have seen in 2017 and 2019. But we are going to add very likely several more inches of water rise to that over the course of the next couple of weeks, especially considering the longer range forecast does still lean a little bit more unsettled and wetter than average. Finally, by the end of the week, it's less rainfall and more. If the skies clear out, we're probably still talking about more frost, particularly south of the Thruway. Right now, it is on the west side that most of our action is oriented to. Rainfall has started in northwest Monroe County, and it's just a slow grind to get that to continue to push eastward. More moderate bursts at times. Nothing in this is particularly heavy, and that's not necessarily the expectation tonight that we've just got blindingly heavy rain out of this. It's more the steadiness and the consistency, and when you spread it out over enough hours, it's going to add up just like it would if the rainfall was much heavier. By about 6 o'clock, I would figure most of Monroe County is now in this early onset of the showers, and it's going to do that through at least 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. As you see the tail of this is loosely marking that front, with a lot of precip still backbuilt farther off to the west. Here's future view through the night. Not only is it steady soaking rainfall, numbers are on their way down behind this front. By tomorrow morning, this is going to still be a wet commute with numbers down into the 40s. It'll start to break apart though, lightening up. By late morning into lunchtime, we'll push the rainfall out of the picture, I would imagine, by the afternoon. If we're lucky, especially with a few breaks of maybe some filtered sunshine, that could get us a high into the low 50s. And then by Thursday morning, where skies clear out, that's where we will watch for some of that frost potential. Forecast rainfall numbers, you saw the range out of this. More accurately, I think some of the highest numbers will probably favor the Finger Lakes, just on the south side of Rochester. 1 to 1.5 inches of fresh rainfall out of that. After that, with the 8-day, told you Friday's not going to be bad. Not a 0% rain chance, but you'll get some partial sun in there with highs in the mid-50s. And then into the weekend, we do warm up. This is Mother's Day weekend. Also a big race weekend on Sunday at Watkins Glen. I do think there is going to be more rain that is a component to this weekend, particularly on Mother's Day Sunday.